Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else can do what you do. That's why I'm mine. Spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world. Don't you understand?
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification by hitting that bell. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back guys. I am glad you're back for another video. So I am just going to be talking to you guys, giving you guys some life updates, talk about what's going on in the world. I even have a glass of wine here because it has been a very long day. Like, it's a Monday and I'm recording this, and I had to get up at 6 a.m. for work, and that was not fun. But yeah, first let me orient myself to what I'm doing. I don't even know what makeup look I'm really doing right now, but we're just gonna go with the flow. But as always, I do like to start off with priming my lids. So we're just gonna get started with that and figure how this works. Okay. But yeah, life update. Well, as you guys know, I had started a new job, and if you don't know, I started a new job working with DEC, so that's the Department of Environmental Conservation in New York State, and I am an environmental educator assistant. So I basically work with kids. I go into schools for after school programmings and talk about environmental issues with them by playing a game. A lot of the activities and lessons we do are like centered around like a tag game or an activity. So like it's not just boring and they don't have to listen to me talk for the entire time I'm there. I'm usually there for 1 hour sessions with the students. So they don't want to just sit down and listen to someone talk for an hour, especially like once their entire school day is done. Like they want to run around, they want to just chat with their friends. So we try to make it as fun as possible while keeping it educational, because that is the purpose. We want them to learn something as well as enjoy the activities we're doing with them. So it's been a few months. I like my job. It can be stressful because kids are kids. Like, we know how kids are. They're very blunt. They can be really rude and just disruptive. But overall, like, I do like the kids I work with, even when they're being difficult. I enjoy my job a lot because I like teaching people things. Like, I don't know, that's just something always about me. I like sharing information that I learn with other people, especially if it's something like fun or I think it's fun or really cool. Like, I want to spread that knowledge. But yeah, I'm just lining my lids. I think I'm going to do a green eyeshadow look since it's like spring, and yeah, since it's spring, but let's go with green because I think green will look good with this hair color. But yeah, so that's job wise. My 2022 resolution, I had a few things I really wanted to accomplish this year, like becoming more financially stable, I guess, which, I'm being honest, I'm not doing so hot with that right now. If I'm being completely honest. I can't find the brush that I want, which is frustrating. So I am using my the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. Like, this is what the palette looks like. I actually have a lot of palettes by Julia. my Juvias, and I love them. But yeah, so I am going in with a nice brown color. So this color is Zulu. So I'm gonna go in with that in my crease. But yeah, financially, I have been spending more money than I kind of probably should be spending. Like, you guys saw, I went to Mexico recently for my mom's birthday, and honestly, I didn't spend a lot of money in Mexico. Most of the things there weren't really expensive, which is surprising because normally, you know, when people on vacation, they're like balling out and spending a lot of money. But that's also because we did stay at an all-inclusive resort. So a lot of our meals and stuff we had at the resort in order to not spend as much money going out to eat. Plus we paid for the resort. Why would we go someplace else? Like, that's kind of throwing away money at that point. So yeah, a lot of our meals we did have at the resort, which the food was delicious, guys. Like, literally chef kiss every single meal. Like, me and my mom wanted to steal their chef. That's how good the food is. And my mom is a super picky person, so if she loves the food, like, that means it's top tier. But yeah, so that's how that goes. And just like, I don't know where I'm spending money on. Like, it's really something like, I don't know where the money is going. Like, and if you saw, I have like that, did the whole money management series in this month, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sticking to my budget, but somehow I'm spending more money than I would like, and I don't know where. I don't know, guys. But we're not doing terrible. Like, we're still saving. We still have a saving. I have my investments, which are doing amazing right now. I'm so happy about that. But for a second there, I got really scared because they did go down a bit, but they're all going back up. Life is good. So I'm like never truly stressed about money as other people might be. Like, I tell myself I'm broke, even though I know I'm not truly broke because I have money in savings, I have my investments. Worst case scenario, like, you know, I can pull my money out and have liquid cash again. But I don't want to do that. I also have a retirement fund that my old job is still paying into, so there's even that. So I am not doing the worst financially, but not doing as well as I would want to. If that makes sense. I'm probably not going at this point. But anyways, I'm just not gonna voice over it if I don't how this comes out. Oh, so the color I'm using right now, I'm using the green in this palette called Molly, which is a nice green color. It's like very bright. The other thing that's going on in my life, I'm finally going to be getting my thigh tattoo, and I've been wanting this thigh tattoo for years and years now. I had an appointment set up with the person I want to do it and everything, and for whatever reason, she had to cancel on me because she had flooding in her studio, so she had to cancel the appointment. And she never rescheduled. She told me like she'll reach out to me to reschedule. She never rescheduled, and I was so pissed because she's the only person I want to do this tattoo on me. Like, even after that, like her ghosting me and not rescheduling the appointment, I still wanted her to do it because like I love the way she tattoos people and just her style overall. And I have one tattoo by her already, and she was just so gentle with doing it, and it's a rib. It's on my like rib over here, like, and it's like a sunflower. It's very like not intricate. It's not like super detailed or anything, but it was so nice. She did a really good job, and I just have seen her work on other people that I know personally and from her Instagram page. So I know she does great work, so I really wanted her to come to me. And recently she's been opening up her bookings like each month, and she just opened up for April this past Sunday. So I made sure I was on her website. I booked a consult because I have a tattoo idea. I don't have a picture of what I want. It's a concept that I want, and I need the artist to draw it for me to my liking. So I'm going to work with her in order to come up with a design. So I have my consult for the ending of April. It's funny because while I was on the website booking the consult, the original date and time slot I'm filling out the information for it, and it gets taken. Like someone else grabbed that spot, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, and literally I refreshed the page to go back and pick a different day, and literally all the open days were like almost gone. There was like 2 or 3 days of all the days in April that she had available, only 3 more days, and it was like less than 10 minutes into her bookings being open. That's how in demand this person is. Like, so that just kind of goes to show like she must be good if like she's getting clients and her bookings closing so fast. But yeah, so I have that set up. I'm really excited. Hopefully I will be able to get the tattoo done in May before it's like summer and I want to be outside in the pool, because I'll at least wait till July to hop in the pool, because I like to be at the beach in the pool when it's well hot, like not just like 70s. It needs to be like 80 plus, like 85 plus really and truly for me to want to get in the water, because I do not like the cold. I like it well hot. 80 degrees is what's warm to me. Below that is I'm cold. Yeah, I'm so serious on that. And I live in New York City, and right now the weather in New York is crazy. It's all over the place. Like today was like 30 something degrees. Mind you, this weekend was so nice and warm. So I'm like, what happened in the 24 hours? So that's one thing I'm looking forward to in April, and I will definitely, I won't vlog the consult, but like when I do go for the tattoo, I'll definitely probably be vlogging that and just telling you guys about the whole process. So I'll keep you guys updated on how the consult goes, and also like getting the tattoo. Like I want it on my thigh. This whole time I've been saying I want it on the outside of my thigh, but I might get it on like the front of my thigh instead, because I don't know, I've just been thinking more about really the placement of it, but it's definitely going to be on my thigh. Like it's just like, do I want it on the side or on the front of my thigh is what I'm now debating a little bit. But yep, so that's that. Other things I have coming up, I am most likely going to Louisiana in May, which is exciting. My older sister lives, works, and goes to school down there, so she'll be graduating. She's graduating with her master's, so we're going down there for her graduation and just, you know, to celebrate her, which I'm really looking forward to, because I haven't seen my sister like, well no, she was in New York recently. Like she comes to New York often for like quick little trips. Like she got money apparently, because girl be in New York way too often. But still, she's my sister, and I don't care if I saw her once a month. I probably still would want to see her more than that. So I'm excited to go and visit her across Louisiana. It's pretty nice. I went once a few years ago to visit her after she had recently moved down there. So that's probably also going to be vlogged. So stay tuned for that. Guys, I have content coming up. Like, we're really trying to be consistent with posting the content for y'all. Like, I really you guys are enjoying the videos I am putting out, because I do take my time recording and also. And if you guys remember from my last video, for my maintenance vlog, I recently gotten the Fenty foundation, so this is in the shade oh, 440, that's the shade. This is 440. That is the shade. I think this shade is actually really well. Once it hits like summer, I'm gonna have to get a darker shade because I change shades once it gets really sunny out. And using a Morphe concealer for under my eyes. This is in the shade Bridge 32 Warm. Like this shade kind of matches my foundation, like this foundation pretty well. Like it's almost a perfect, it's almost the same exact color, but I'm not going for too bright of an under eye anyway, so like it's fine. But yes, what else is going on? I don't know if you guys have heard about, now y'all have definitely heard about this. Y'all must live under a rock if you had, no offense to anyone, if you haven't heard about the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock business about him smacking him. Like, I don't know, like I definitely think both of them are kind of in the wrong for this. Like I wholeheartedly understand where Will Smith is coming from. You're disrespecting the man's wife. You don't disrespect the man's wife. Like, come on. Like, that's literally out of hand. But the joke was also not funny. Bad taste. Like, it was just so uncalled for. Especially, like, knowing that Jada is struggling with alopecia, so that's not a funny joke. Like, she literally is going through an illness that's causing her to lose hair, so why would you make fun of that? That's, you're making fun of someone's struggle, and I don't like that at all. But Will smacking him, like, I get it, you were mad, you were frustrated, like, you know, you want to defend your wife, but at the same time, we're in public, like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are in the public's eye, like, a televised event, like, no less. Like, it's not even just, like, in public where there's paparazzi or, like, you know, people on the streets or something. Like, it's a televised event. So, like, it's just, I felt like it could have been handled better, you know? But, like, still, like I said, I completely can see from Will's point of view, like, you know, he was upset and that's how he chooses to show that aggression. I just don't think it's right to put your hands on someone physically, because once you do, like, that person kind of has the right to retaliate. I can put my hands on you and then you put your hands on me, so I now put my hands back on you, you can't say anything because you were the one to first, you know, get physical with me. So, like, that's how I view it. Like, please don't drag me in the comments. Please don't drag me in the comments over this, because I can already feel the drag coming. But yeah, that's just how I feel on that situation. I just think it could have been handled better. I felt like them having a discussion about it, like, later on, or even if you want to do that, like, behind the scenes, like, go for it. Like, but once again, I don't condone violence, because once one person starts acting aggressive, that opens the door for the other person to also retaliate in the same way, and I just think it can't be avoided. If whenever that can be avoided, let's avoid it at all costs. Like, but yep, that's my opinion on that. because I've been like literally seeing that all on Instagram and Facebook all day today. Like some of the memes and posts I've seen about it are so funny. Like I'm not even gonna lie, they're hilarious. They literally had me weak. But what else has been going on lately? Oh yes, Bridgerton. If any of y'all are Bridgerton fans, let me know in the comment because your girl needs someone to talk to about this show. Like, my man has heard about it and he does not watch the show. Nor does he care to hear about it. I had to kind of force him to listen to me talk. But I don't care. Like, it was really good. I kind of was a little bit annoyed, and the only reason I was annoyed because the show was good. I actually read the book series, I read 4 out of the 7 books in the series. So I read The Duke and I, The Viscount Who Loved Me, An Offer from a Gentleman, and Seducing Mr. Bridgerton. I think that's what the 4th one is. So I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone, but like the first one, The Duke and I, is Daphne's story, which was the 1st season. The 2nd season is The Viscount Who Loved Me, which is Anthony's story. I don't know if you guys know who the next person is going to be for season 3, but season 3 is the next person's story. So like each book kind of can be a standalone book, so you don't need to read the entire series necessarily, but if you do, like, kudos to you. But each book is basically a season for the show. So that's why the 1st season was centered around Daphne and the Duke of Hastings, and the 2nd season is around Anthony and Kate and Kate's younger sister in the show, Edwina. I feel like that foundation my show. But yeah, so I really liked the season. I really liked the season a lot. It was good. The anticipation throughout was just like, it was killing me, boy. Like, it was killing me. But like, they did make a good amount of changes from the book. So if you haven't read the book, I highly recommend reading the book. Personally, I would say I like the way the book does it a little bit better. I might be biased because I did read the book first and loved the book. And just love Julia Quinn as an author. Like, she is one of my favorite authors, especially when it comes to historical romance novels. She is amazing. So please check her out if you enjoy reading. But they did change like some things. So like some of the things that happen in the show actually does not happen in the book at all. And then some of the things that happen in the book does not appear in the show. And I as someone who read the book, I'm like looking out for these things that happen in the book to happen in the show. And then when it wasn't happening and things were kind of changing, I was like, oh, they're not including that. But I guess. But like I said, the show is still pretty good. So like if you have no preconceived notions and you go into watching the show, you'll probably really enjoy it more so than I enjoyed it, because you don't have these preconceived notions of what's going to happen. Versus I had like, this is gonna happen, oh I remember that scene in the book. I'm looking forward to seeing how they, portray it like on screen. So I had like all these ideas of what the show was going to look like, and it wasn't like that. So I was a little sad about that, but still good. I enjoyed it. I binged it in 2 days, so if that doesn't tell you I enjoyed it, I don't know what else would. Alright, we are going to put on eyeliner, if I can find it. Okay. Alright. But yeah. So that's just how things have been going. This like April coming up is going to be an extremely hectic month for me. I have a work training that I'm going to next week, Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm like after work on Tuesday, I'm driving 5 hours. 5 hours. You heard that right. 5 hours to go to a training because it starts early the Wednesday morning. So I have to go from the Tuesday night and I have work Tuesday. So I'm going after I teach on Wednesday. So I'm just literally going to have to bring my things into work Wednesday morning so that I can leave right after I'm done teaching at 5 p.m. to drive 5 hours. So I'm not getting to my location till like around 10 or 11 o'clock because there might be traffic and make my commute a little longer. I'm not looking forward to that. The training is a wilderness first aid training, which I've done. I've done a wilderness first aid training before. I did it last year in May actually, but I have to, for whatever reason, do it again this year. And I missed the original dates that I was supposed to do them for work. I was supposed to do them in March, but what had happened was the dates originally were March 10th and 11th, and that would have been right before I left for my trip to Mexico, because I went to Mexico March 12th. So I'm like, oh, this would be perfect. I would just come down the Friday night on the 11th, so I will be able to go to my trip. So I'll be able to like catch my flight Saturday morning, no problem, right? But then right before that happened, in February, we were notified that they were switching the trainings to being March 14th and 15th, which I came back from Mexico on the 16th. So I'm like, I won't be able to go to that training. And that one would have been only 2 hours away from me. But now, because I was unable to make that, which that was not my fault, I booked my flight from last year and I told my job before I started that I have a trip from the 12th of March to the 16th of March. And I made them aware of that, right? So right off the bat, I made you guys aware of the fact that I will be out of the country and on vacation these days. Because I don't think I told them where I was going, but I did tell them I will be unavailable for those days, like no ifs, ands, or buts, because I was going on a vacation with my mother. So they knew I wasn't going to be able to make it. And so, for when he switched the dates of the training, I was really annoyed because I'm like, I cannot make those dates. I explicitly told you guys I would be on vacation. And at the point when I found out they changed the dates, I had my hotel booked. I had obviously my flight booked, hotel booked and paid for and everything. So I'm like, no, this is not gonna work out. Like, I can't go. So they gave me the alternative dates of the dates next week where I'm actually going to go and do it, but it's now the location is a lot further. And I'm kind of annoyed about that because I'm like, literally, I have to drive so far from this training for something that I already did, but I'm being required to still do it. So I guess I'm really trying to focus on this thing. Yeah, so I have that coming up next week. And then I am going to a rave, which I have not gone to a rave in forever because of the pandemic. And then honestly, after things started opening back up, I was still very hesitant. I have like social anxiety. So I don't really like large crowds. I guess I have lingeries and concerts, but I feel like that's also like pre-pandemic where like you don't really think you're gonna get sick from going to this. So like when with the pandemic and large gatherings, you're more likely to get sick. Like that's already putting fear into my head. Like oh my gosh, like large gatherings, I'm gonna get sick if I go out and I'm around people and I don't know the vaccination status. I'm gonna be exposed to COVID if they're doing all the right things to make sure they're being safe and whatever. Like so, there's that fear of getting sick, and I don't want to get sick. Obviously, I don't want to get COVID. I had COVID and I was really sick with COVID. So like, I was very fearful of getting COVID again because you can get COVID multiple times. It's not like you get it once and you never get it again. No, like no, you can get it repeatedly. So I did not want to get COVID again. So like that fear of COVID really, really made my anxiety worse, where I did not really want to be in large crowds. I did not want to get on the subway. Like me having this job is the reason why I've been taking the subways again, because I have to take it in for work and to go in to teach and stuff. So that's the reason I've been back on the subway, is because of my job. So I did not want to go to like concerts and raves, even though I would see all these concerts and stuff happening that I would love to go to them. Like the fear of like COVID was so strong. But I feel like now I'm getting better with it. Like I'm still like pretty cautious myself. Like I always wear my mask and stuff. I always make sure I'm like washing my hands, sanitizing and all of that. But I am going to this rave and I am looking forward to it a lot because my best friend is coming up from Florida for her spring break, and I'm going with her and a couple other people that like we know. I think she said like one of her cousins coming as well, so like that's gonna be like, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be a time. So that's happening as well next month. I also really want to go to this bathhouse that's in Brooklyn. It's literally called Bathhouse. So it's like a spa and just like an indoor, has indoor pools, you can book like spa treatments and that whole shebang. So I want to do that in April. I was supposed to do it in March, but March was just a little all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, this month has just gone by really fast, and I don't know, my weekends just always get booked up real quick because very hectic social calendar going on here, and it's just so many different things. I'm probably working several weekends in April too, so like that's going to be quite interesting. I don't know how that's gonna really play out because I usually film on Saturdays. Like I'll film at least one video Saturday morning and early afternoon. I'll try to film, and then Saturday evening, Saturday night is when I usually go out and hang out with people. Sundays I normally go to church unless I skip church and go hang out with my friends or something and do like a Sunday brunch or whatever. But most of the time I'm in church on a Sunday. So it's really Saturday is my only free day because all the other days I am working. Oh yeah, that's another thing to update you guys on. I have a personal trainer once again. So I did have a personal trainer for a few months last year. It is the same person I am using again. And I really love him. I will leave his information if anyone wants to contact him. He's on Instagram, and I'll also leave his email. His name is Dennis. I went to high school with him, and he is honestly amazing. Like, love working with him. Like, he helps keep me so accountable with my fitness and like my dieting as well. like not even dieting, but just like my nutrition. Like it's not even like I'm not on a diet. I'm not restricted to what I can and can't eat, but I do try to incorporate more protein in my diet. That's the only thing I would say about my diet. Like I'm always trying to add more protein and be conscious of the fact that like I'm eating foods that has more protein and are more nutritious for my body. So, and he does hold me accountable to that. He also holds me accountable to making sure I do my workout and I'm doing them in good form, because the way it works is he'll send me my workout, and when I go to the gym, or at first when I did work with him, I was doing only home workouts because of COVID and some gyms were closed. So I would just send him videos of me working out, and then he'll like correct me on like my form. So if there's anything that I'm doing wrong or anything that I need to be fixing in the workout, or like the way I move my body during the workout, he'll let me know, and it really does. It's really helpful. So I recommend having a personal trainer, and I would definitely recommend my personal trainer, that is, and I will leave his information in the description box. So if any of you guys are interested in want to reach out to him, or just want to check out his Instagram page to see like what he does and everything, feel free to do that. Also, if you have any questions about it that you want to ask me prior to reaching out to him, definitely shoot me a text, shoot me an email, because I will leave my email as well in the description box, or you can just leave a comment and I will respond to you down in the comment box as well. But yeah, I am really chatting and not looking under my makeup right now. But we're almost done anyways. I always feel like my wings are never even, no matter how much I try to make them even. So yeah, that's just where life has been for me lately. I'm not gonna contour my face. Maybe I should actually. We're gonna contour the face. So I'm going to take right in the nose. We're gonna do this and just move my hair off the way. And this guy is I'm having a heavy, like a strong contour. Let's give my face a little more definition. Now I am going to line my lips. Let's see what lines. And sometimes, life hasn't been too bad lately. Can't really honestly complain too much. Like, yes, I get like, I don't know, like I get like super stressed out and I get super like bogged down with like anything. Like I can get like crazy stressed out about these lights. Like the other day I was getting like really stressed out because like I had so much on my plate that I want to do and I just did not know where to get started. And I just like sometimes I get like no sleep whatsoever, and then like that's when I'm easily stressed out. Like Friday I was like rushing around like a crazy person because I planned on getting to work a certain time and then I didn't because I had to drop my mom to the airport, and I went to the gym Thursday night. So when I go to the gym, I go to the gym like really late. I go to the gym like 11 p.m. at night. So I normally get back from the gym like after midnight, 1 a.m. And I was just like, I am waking up early so I can get to work for 9 o'clock because I knew I had so much stuff I needed to do before I went in to teach in the afternoon. But my mom and her friends were going away, and her ride that was supposed to take her to the airport wasn't answering her. So I'm like, you know what? I'm home. I don't absolutely need to get to work. I can get to work a little bit later. So I dropped her off at the airport, but like, and then the trains were running slow for whatever reason. So that was stressing me out. And I'm here just looking at the time, and then I get to work and my supervisor is telling me all these things that we potentially might need to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff I have to do. It's a little time to do all of it. And I'm like, and just the pressure, I'm like, I feel so stressed. So I'm like trying to learn to not take so much onto myself and to not easily get overwhelmed. It's so hard. Like, how do you tell someone don't get overwhelmed by what's happening? You can't tell that to a person because they're already overwhelmed. And then you're adding that, and they'll start thinking, oh my god, I'm being crazy, I'm being dramatic or whatever. And it's like, you're not being dramatic. Like, your feelings are valid, but learning how to self-regulate and just like manage is important. I tell myself that, but I don't do it. I want to put my lips on the glass with the lip gloss, but I can't really finish my money. Yikes. Troubles. Anyway. Okay, so the last thing I have to do is put on the lashes. So I'm going to do it off camera, but I'm going to get back on so you guys can see the look with the lashes on if I am done. So give me a minute. Oh, apparently I forgot to bring my lashes downstairs because I'm recording downstairs. I didn't bring them with me. I thought I picked them up, and I don't really feel like going upstairs to grab these lashes because I just don't feel like it. So we're just gonna put on mascara on, which is boring because I really wanted to do lashes today because I got a set of eyelashes and I haven't gotten to wear them yet, so I really wanted to see how they look with this eyeshadow, but we're gonna have to save those for another time. So I'm just using some mascara, and this is the Marc Jacobs mascara that I've been using for a while now. Okay, and now I'm going in with some highlight. So this is the Milani Dulce Perla. So I can be very heavy-handed with highlight. I'm not gonna lie. Like my younger sister tells me like my highlight be blinding. Well, I like it that way. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little chatting. Definitely was probably more like my rambling, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this a like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you are aware every time I do post. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.